on the third time that we're doing the same activity. Just change it a little bit, and they like it. Немножечко вот поменять вот деятельность, и дети вот заново вот влюбляются вот именно в эту деятельность, потому что она уже другая. Может быть, вам кажется, что это типа как ничего особенного, просто поменяли один маленький деталь. На самом деле, вот для детей это вообще, это земля и небо. Теперь мы еще раз предлагаем еще раз вот играть, потому что это просто было супер вот здорово и весело. А в этот раз мы не будем говорить вот fruits and vegetables, теперь мы будем говорить вот как они называются вот с вами. И потихонечку мы хотим, чтобы вот дети все вот тоже заговорили и вот и повторили за нами. Тоже важно, в какой-то момент мы хотим, чтобы они тоже уже говорили fruit, vegetables. Сделать не все подряд, а сделать вот то 2 раза fruit, 2 раза vegetables, 1 раз fruit, тогда vegetables, 3 раза vegetables, 3 раза fruit и так далее. Чтобы постоянно надо думать, надо мышляться. А не просто вот думать, я знаю, я вот это все разгадал, я все знаю теперь, и все легко и просто. Всегда поменять, как подходит. Будет. Окей. Oranges, pineapple, grapes, zucchini, tomatoes, watermelon, apples, tomatoes, and on and on and on. All of that explanation takes only about 25 minutes or so. You can make it very long, you can play it every day for a week. By the end of 7 days of doing this, your kids will love to play over and over and over again. I'm 100% sure. Start with 2 or 3. Kiwi, oranges, bananas, green peppers, mushrooms, eggplant. Okay? To make it small enough, bite-sized, digestible units of language. Alright, so I hope that you guys have all had a lot of fun with the last thing that we did, showing you how we can learn fruits, going from general to specific, and adding in some elements to the activities to make them different and to make kids love them every time. Now we're going to move on to a little bit of a different thing. Last activity, we were working with active language. У нас были ключевые вот слова, ключевые фразы, которые мы хотели обязательно проходить и учить, чтобы они поняли, чтобы они слышали по 100 раз, а потом они, чтобы они начали потихонечку повторять за нами и еще употреблять сами. Так что тем чаще вы занимаетесь этой деятельностью, тем лучше, чем лучше, они это все будут понимать и самостоятельно уже делать. Теперь у нас есть пассивная деятельность. Это очень полагается на родителя, на его способность это все провести, потому что в пассивной деятельности получается, что ребенок слушает, воспринимает речь и более-менее пытается понять, что происходит, а не именно чтобы он говорил или создавал его мысли в словах. Конечно, он это и еще будет делать, но теперь мы хотим дать столько возможно контакта к языку через кого? Через учителя, через родителя, через человека, который это все знает, и человека, которому ребенок доверяет. As far as I understand, all of you should have this list of words and phrases here. If you take a look at this, there is a huge number of things here. It's impossible to take this and teach it all in one lesson. Your kid is not going to say all these things just like that. If you wanted to work on these things, you can work on them individually. But what you can do is use our passive activity to give your child as much contact to the language as possible. Here's a nice little translation of it so you have an idea of what is going on here. In this sense, you are the speaker. Talk all the time. Blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty good at that because that's just what I do. Talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Talk fast. Don't talk slow. Don't talk to your child like your child cannot understand you. Hello. What's your name? If you talk to your child like that, he will talk to you like that forever. Hello, what's your name? We don't talk like that. Nobody talks like that. Nobody wants to talk like that. Talk as normally as you possibly can. Hello, what's your name? Especially with passive language. Active language, yes, slow it down. An apple. A banana, because you want them to understand, memorize, and repeat. Passive language, say whatever you want as fast as you want all the time, it doesn't matter, because they will understand it eventually. It's part of the process. So, we're having our eating time here. Bring your child to the table. You have some real food, I hope, that you can work with, and you can use all of these different things. Now, if you are worried about your level of English, I recommend making a plan. So when you're doing this part, what we want to do is we want to have a conversation with our child. He's going to mostly listen, maybe repeat a couple things, but he's going to be taking in information. Okay? I recommend that you write down a plan of more or less what you'd like to say. For example, we've got a delicious, a yummy lunch ready for us today. We're going to have a very healthy lunch. Okay? What are we doing? What are we going to eat? Let's get started. First, we need to do our logistics. We need to sit down. We need to get situated. These are things you know very well because you do it every day. We need to get situated. We need our bed. We need our fork. We need our thing. We need our plate. Okay, let's get the food. Okay, what's this? Oh, wow, looks good or doesn't look good. A logical, chronological order of how you're going to go through the thing, and then follow that through. And when you start with your child, just begin the dialogue, talk to him or her, and talk. Okay, until you get to the end of it. And that's it. Alright, so let's give a little bit of an example. We've got child invisible. Invisible child. We'll call her, what should we call her? We'll call her Jessica. Okay? Jessica, our invisible child. Or we can make her a dragon, but I think that's fine. So, Jessica, are you hungry? I'm hungry. Let's eat. Yeah? You want to eat? Want to eat? Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah? You're hungry too? Okay, let's go. Okay. Sit down, need some help? Okay, come here. Help? Yes? Alright, come here. Boop. Sit down. There we go. Okay, what are we going to eat? What time is it? It's time for lunch. We're going to have lunch. Do you want lunch? Yeah? Okay, let's have some lunch. What are we going to have for lunch? Today, I have fruits and vegetables. Do you like fruits? Do you like vegetables? No? You don't? What do you mean you don't like fruits or vegetables? Well, let's try them anyways and see if you like them. So, today, what do you want to eat first? Do you want carrot? A tomato? Or do you want some carrots? Which one do you want? A tomato? A tomato. Okay. Alright, let's eat a tomato. So, here you go. I have a tomato, you have a tomato, we both have a tomato. Let's eat our tomato. Is it yummy? Is it yucky? Yummy? Yucky? Yucky? Okay, let's get rid of it. Let's eat, what do you want to eat? Do you want to eat carrots? Do you want to eat a banana? Do you want to eat some watermelon? Do you want to eat some zucchini? No? Which one do you want to eat? You point. This one? This one? This one? This one? You point. Point. This one, watermelon. Watermelon. Okay. Let's eat watermelon. Here you are. Should I cut it for you? Should I cut the watermelon? Yes? Cut it. You want to do it yourself. Okay, do it yourself. Do it yourself. Perfectly fine. Go ahead. You try. Let me help you. Can I help you, please? Can I help you? All right. Okay, here you go. That's good. It's yummy, isn't it? It's yummy? Yes? That's yummy. Can I try? Can I try, please? Please? I want to try. Yes? Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's yummy. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's very good. Thank you so much. What else do you have? Are you thirsty? I want something to drink. Let's have some water. Okay? Do you want some water? Let's go get some water. Shh. Say water, please. Okay. I want some water too. Basically, just going through a normal meal time. Use the words that you have. We're going to eat this. Let's try this. Do you want this? Is it yummy? Is it yucky? Is it good? Is it bad? Oh, what would you normally do in your day-to-day life? It doesn't have to be anything special. Just everyday, normal life. If you've done this a number of times, not just once, but many times, then I believe your child will already be saying a lot of things in English. Very important to try to speak as much English as possible. Очень важно, чтобы вы говорили наиболее много на английском, а не на русском. Зачем на русском постоянно? Говорите по-английски, они сами разберутся, в чем вы говорите. In this third section, we are going to learn about tastes. I told you a little bit about this earlier, that we have flavors like strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. Chocolate is actually a flavor and a taste. And tastes. So our tastes, we have some basic tastes, and today we're going to learn about them. And we have a very special way on how to do it. Take a look down here. We have some cups with different names of tastes on them. Very interesting about our cups here is that we have attached it with sticky tack. Okay, so sticky tack. Put the sticky tack on here and attach it here. Why? Because then we're going to need to use this later. Because later we want to move these around. Okay, so let's take the sticky tack off here. You only need a little bit. So we're going to move this around. Now this one can become bitter and this one can become sweet. And the child can do this himself. What? That one, like that. Spice. Alright, let's go through them together. Spicy, spicy. Salty, salty. Sweet, sweet. Sour, sour. Bitter, bitter. But this one, make sure that when you say OU sounds, that you open your mouth and then close it in a circle. Sour, 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 sour. This one, short I, not bitter, but bitter. Somewhere between and e. Bitter. Okay? So, you might have also noticed that they're color-coded. Why are they color-coded? They're color-coded so your child can understand and make an association with the word, with the taste, and the color. It's easier for children to associate with things that they know. If we don't know these tastes yet, or how they're called, then it's hard for him or her to understand which one is which and then communicate this. So we put it into a language that children understand. Colors. Here we have our kitchen, the everyday English kitchen. I've taken some simple bread, like this. Some simple bread and cut it into squares. Children love bread. Almost every child I've ever met loves bread. Okay? Bread is something neutral. You would think for these for these tastes that we would use the food itself, but for now we want to teach spicy, sour, bitter, and so on. We don't want to teach right away that chips are salty or candy is sweet. For very young children, it's interesting to learn the flavors themselves. So, how are we going to do that? We have a lot of different things here. I've covered some of them in butter, a little bit of butter. So, what do we do here? For salty. Take our butter-covered one with salty, our bread, and, of course, put salt on it. Okay? So, now we've covered our bread in salt, and we put it into the salty bin. Next one. For sour, I have a couple things. I have lemon and I have vinegar, depending on what you like. So the bread will suck this right up. The butter will make it so it's not too intense. It will deafen the taste a bit. So now we have a piece of bread completely filled with lemon. Let's put a drop of vinegar there. This is white wine or red wine vinegar. So not like your regular, very strong vinegar. Okay, so this will definitely be sour. Next one, spicy. Some hot sauce, like we call it in America. Same idea. Take your bread will suck up any liquid. Put it in here, and the butter will make it bearable. For very small children, you might want to use less so that they don't burn their mouths too much. But that should do the trick. Alternatively, you can use pepper. Although pepper tends to be it's spicy, but it's very intense. Where this is true spicy. Spicy. As you can see, spicy is red. Next one, sweet. For sweet, I've brought along some sugar. So, put my bread with butter into the sugar. The sugar sticks on it. Make sure that it's nice and sugary. It will definitely be sweet. This will be their favorite one. Okay, but don't get it mixed with the salt. So we'll put this into sweet. Now the last one is bitter. Bitter can be a little bit more difficult. Typical things that are bitter are coffee, grapefruit, tea, and different other more savory full dishes. So it's kind of hard to give that taste out. So what I recommend then is to use just some regular black tea with no sugar. Take a little bit of that, pour it on your bread. Black tea. Try to make it strong so that the taste definitely is conveyed. Okay? Now we put it into our bitter. Now in each spot we have an identical looking thing. Each one is identical, but they all have a completely different taste based on what we added to them. So, you bring your child in, we take a look at it. Ooh, what is it? Okay, let's take a look. Bitter, sour. We don't want to translate, because even if you do translate, если вы даже сейчас говорите, bitter, горькое, он будет на тебя смотреть как, что? Ты в принципе показываешь на стакан и говоришь горькое, ничего не понимает. Так что лучше даже сейчас ничего не говорить. Bitter, sour, sweet, salty, spicy. You can also play a game like this. Move them around, and then say them again before you get to tasting. Sour, sweet, spicy, salty, bitter. Remember again that the colors will help them remember which ones are which. If you have only the names, then they're going to look all the same. Okay? With our child. Now I said, what do you want to try? Okay? Let him use his finger to point to it. Now how do we demo this? You want him to choose. How do you say it in English without translating? This one? Yes. No. This one. This one. This one. This one. give clear directions. Clear directions like this. Take the child's arm, point to it, and say, this one. But not just this one, but all of them. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Which one? Which one? What do you want? What do you want? Passive vocabulary here, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Active vocabulary, you can work on this. This one. This one. Or this one. 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 Which one? Okay? The child chooses which one it is. And so let's say, for example, it's bitter. And we take out bitter and we bitter. Bitter. Alright? Now, at this stage, your child may be quite reluctant to eat this. He might smell it. For the most part, it should be okay because it's bread. Okay? If you show the child that you've taken normal bread and even give him some of this bread to eat, should be okay. They should eat it. If you take a grapefruit and you put a grapefruit in the cup, there's a very good chance that your son or daughter will not eat it. So, try to convince them that it's just bread. Yucky, yummy, yucky. We're going to continue to work with these sound buttons because it's a constant thing. Okay? So, when we get them to try it, let's start with sweet. So, we give it them sweet, sweet. Give it to the child, have them eat it, and then try to get them to choose. Based on the face that they make, you're going to say sweet. And he says, yummy. Yummy is good, yummy, sweet. Say it in a neutral, natural form. They'll eat it. Aw, look at it. Sweet. Try to get them to say sweet as well. The first thing we want to do here is to get them used to what the taste is, how it tastes, and the name of that taste. The second phase, we go from the general to the specific. The second phase is to introduce certain fruits, vegetables, foods that have these tastes. Okay? So start with that. Yummy, yucky. Go through all the different ones. And then what you can do is you can do the next phase of the game. After we've eaten everything, now you can create some more bread and you can put it in here and you can change the names around. So now we have a lot of different flavored bread here, which will give you a lot of different tastes, and we don't know which one is which. So after your child has gone through and said yucky, probably for spicy, yucky, or yummy for sweet, maybe for salty, yummy. Okay? Now you're going to play the process of elimination game. Put this one here. Put this one here. Now your child has a basic understanding of what all the flavors are. We've been saying them over and over again. Now we're going to play a game of elimination. Okay? And this is fun too. There's definitely something fun. I think your child will have a great time. But you might have to convince them to get into it. That's where the bread comes in. Alright, now we have a random set of things. Let's take this sour one. Yucky. And then you say, sour? Sour? No. Spicy. Spicy. Not sour, spicy. So now we've gone through the process of elimination. You're trying different ones. Sour. For example, let's go to this one. Salty. Yucky. No. And here's a good place where you can add in your negatives. Not. Make sure to say not. The full not and not your no. Not salty. And then you can do, once you get after that second stage of having a number of options to guess from, okay? It's not salty, it must be bitter, for example. Then you can take them off completely, have a complete blind taste test. This is once you've already done it a couple times. And try to get your child to say what it is. Full time, you can say, yummy or yucky. At this point, they'll probably know, and they might only eat just a little bit, but turn it into a game like that. And then they have to say, it's, let's add our it's in, it's sour, it's sweet, it's yummy, it's bitter, it's salty, it's whatever. Okay? Now I have them all in my hand. Jessica tries it. And she has to say, it's bitter. No. Try again. It's sour. You might have to go through them again and work on them and show them as a hint. Also, to help with this is you can offer some candy or some sort of reward, okay, or a sticker. If you offer candy, obviously you want to say that it's sweet. And don't forget, everybody, the most important thing is you do it first with yourself. So, you get to eat them as well. Happy eating, happy tasting, happy vegetables, happy fruit. Have a great time with English. It's been Aaron Figursky with Everyday English for KinderStudy. We hope you have a wonderful lesson. Take care. Bye-bye.